Hey guys, it's a Thursday afternoon and I've just decided to shoot up the mountains. There's been a forecast for quite a bit of high cloud today. I don't think it quite eventuated at sunrise, but hopefully we get some at sunset. I was a little bit worried there wasn't going to be a gap in the cloud, so there's going to be low cloud blocking it. But just as I pull up here, you can see there is indeed a little bit of a gap. Hopefully that is enough for the sun to duck under. Come on. I've got the town car out today. Oh, better lock it as I walk away. Come on, Ed. So yeah, coming to a spot I've been to many times before, one of my favourites. It's called Boars Head Lookout. And just as I wander down now, you can see some beautiful streaky light streaking through over there. And I'm hoping that that gap under the high cloud is enough for the sun to break through and end up with some beautiful lit up sky, and also those cliff faces down there lit up. There wasn't a breath of wind over the other side, but as we come over the west side it's blowing a bit, so as I descend down I'm going to try and pick a composition without any vegetation, at least in the foreground. If it's moving a bit in the background I don't mind so much, but at least in the foreground so I don't have to worry about shutter speed. How you going? So good news is the wind has dropped completely. It is now absolutely dead still down here. Not that I've got anything that's going to move in my shot anyway, but now it's just a waiting game, see if that beams of light, that sun, actually breaks through that lower cloud and lights up the underside of this high cloud. Fingers crossed. If you can hear over the people chatting in the background, there's a bird down there in the little cabin. Tweeting away. Look at that light out there, just starting to break through those clouds. Some really nice beams of light out that way. You can see the sun sitting in a gap between the clouds right now, but I think there's a bank of clouds sitting down the horizon that's going to block it, so I think we're going to lose the light in probably 5 or 10 minutes. And it'll go in behind that bank of cloud and we won't get the light we want over here, unfortunately. Such a shame we're so close, because over there it's clear on the horizon, and over there it's clear on the horizon. So really close to really nice conditions, but I just think we're going to miss out by that much. This is one of those perfect opportunities, what I was talking about the other week, about a nice grand vista like this, but it doesn't work with a wide angle lens at least. If you want to pull out a zoom lens or a telephoto lens of some sort, then good idea. But with a wide angle lens, if you're going to be shooting big vistas, I think you need a foreground. They don't work without it, so this one here, I might just record on this. I've got this as sort of roughly my composition now, with these nice little bit of rock leading into the image here. And if that's at 16mm, if I bring that into about, say, 35 thereabouts, that's the image you're left with there. And I mean, it's not terrible, but it just doesn't draw the eye in like something with a nice foreground would. So much prefer when you're shooting a wide angle. This is a 16 to 35 lens, including that little bit of foreground there to lead into the image. So I've got a little bit of peace and quiet now. That group behind me's gone home to get dinner. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to help with the light. We've got that big bank of cloud out there. There's a tiny gap underneath it, so I'm still going to hang out just in case that the sun breaks through underneath, but the best of the light is definitely over that way now, not over towards Narrowneck. So I've swung around. I don't think it's as strong a composition because I don't have the foreground leading lines. You just get these sort of ridges here leading off to Boars Head just there. Not as good, not as strong a composition, but you got to go where the light goes, and unfortunately the light is over here at the moment. I don't know if that's going to last either though, because I hope you can see out there in the distance the sun disappearing behind that bank of cloud. The fact that there's a little bit of orange glow on the horizon there gives me some little bit of hope, but it's that much hope, very small amount. Not a bad way to spend an afternoon though. Lyrebird, there he goes again, down there putting on a show for us. They're cool birds, they really are cool birds. So that's going to be it now. I'm going to head off. I'm going to head back up tomorrow night. It's meant to be clear tomorrow night, not like tonight. And try and grab the last Milky Way of the season. It's getting to late October now, and it won't be long before the Milky Way will be down below the horizon before the sun has set, and then we won't see it again until probably February. So hopefully one clear night, and I'll get that tomorrow. I was just about to pack up and bail out, and I'm glad I didn't, because look at that. The sky has just started lighting up. The sun is just getting under the clouds out there. So now I'm going to sit here and watch the last of that light show. How good. Well, there you go. I didn't think it was going to happen, but I'm lucky. I'm very glad I hung around, very lucky. I was about to leave, but it has just lit up. Absolutely stunning. Stoked, absolutely stoked. Haven't got the foreground light that I hoped for, but I don't think it's going to matter with colours like that coming across. Oh. I'm not going to change my composition now. I'm just going to sit here and snap away at the sky. And then I'll pick the sky that's got the best colour. Look at that, what a ripper. I think it's just, there's probably just peaks now, it's just starting to fade off slightly. But there is just purples and pinks and orange on the horizon, and it is just mwah, absolutely gorgeous. It is exactly the composition. I've now got the composition I wanted. Haven't got the foreground light I wanted, but got the composition I wanted with some beautiful sky colour, which is why I rushed up here with the forecast of high cloud. And sometimes this landscape photography thing, it just works out. So that's it, the best of the colour is gone. So I'll catch you tomorrow night, hopefully for some Milky Way action. So I've come out here to Mount Banks, or the picnic area for Mount Banks. I was gonna walk up over this way, up onto the mountain there and try and get last Milky Way of the season. But as you can probably tell, it is blowing an absolute gale to the point where I was actually struggling to stand a minute ago. So I'm just going to walk up over this little ridge here quickly and see if we can at least see a nice little sunset. I don't reckon I'm going to hang about for a Milky Way because it is just so windy. Yeah, and even worse up here where I'm exposed. Actually pretty horrible. Oh, yeah, right, gust has died down, but when those gusts come up, it is just insane. So I think I'm going to abort mission and call it quits there. So, sorry, no Milky Way. Thanks for watching anyway. Like and subscribe!